Good afternoon from Europe. Good morning, good evening, guys, whatever you are. But here is Liteforex global YouTube channel. US cash market is about, well, 3 minutes ahead of the open. So we are going to check the Nasdaq, and we are going to check and discuss, make the update about the majors we discussed this morning. Dollar is fighting, euro pound as a driver for euro dollar, and GBP USD currently is doing the round, especially with the euro pound testing some important levels. Anyway, let's start with the Nasdaq. And guys, if you do remember, still we are above 12,400. There was a preparation for retest of that levels. Unfortunately, we quite didn't get that low, right? It was like less than 100 points miss, but come on, we were discussing about the 300 or 400 to the downside. Anyway, as long as we are above this level, anything to the downside for now probably should be treated as some kind of the correction, right? Some kind of the correction. Now, on the other hand, the bears may want to try to take eventually the advantage of this failure around the 13,100. Okay, it's very important because we got back. So now, yesterday price action, it was nothing else than the reaction at the demand zone, right? Because from here we made a new high. Okay, so in my opinion, there's one more important level ahead of this 12,400. Okay, and we are going to make it somewhere towards the low from the 7th of January 2021. Okay, so in that case, cannot be ruled out that the market may want to try to do something like 1-to-1, and 12,660 might work as a demand for move higher from here. And then we are still discussing daily. Then if we are going to break through 12,660, immediately we should retest this 12,400, and then only then the close below could spur a little bit bigger downside move. Now let's switch to the 1 minute chart. Let's have a look what we have from the intraday perspective. Let's have a look how the first 5 minute trading range may look like. For now, the cash open is the lowest level for now. We'll see where we are going to be. It's a very interesting situation. I'm going to show you in a second where we are and what the bulls and bears have to do in order to not yet, in order to, that's the high for now. Okay, it's a little bit high. So let's switch to 30 minutes, and from intraday perspective, it's quite interesting thing. It's like the mirror to what we discuss on a daily, because here, right here, let's get back to daily. It might be treated as this one, all right, and then move to the downside. And of course on the lower time frame we might see earlier some signs. So this Niagara falls to the downside, all right, is working again. What I mean by that, it's working again. Well, after the upside break, we had quite few tests, and we are holding these levels. Once it was broken to the downside with the intraday close below that line, right? Then we had retest, down, retest, down, retest, down, retest, down. Well, from the intraday perspective, 12,955 is quite important. It's quite important. Even more, I think that we might right now work with these highs. We might right now work with these highs. So anything between now and 12,955 could be intraday supply. When it comes to the demand, been tested yesterday, as you can see. All right, we are talking about the levels close to 12,800, and then discussed it earlier from the daily 12,660. Okay, so let's have a look where we are when it comes to this first 5-minute trading range. Okay, trying to take out cash open. Yes, we did it. Some stops are taken out, right? We will see, but it's some kind of the rejection within the intraday supply discussed a second ago. So overall, as long as we are below 12,955.60 from the intraday perspective, I'm going to look for selling opportunities. And when it comes to the buying opportunities, either on the stop count below yesterday low, okay, with the quick reaction like this, or safest place 12,660 based on my chart here. Okay, so that's the Nasdaq. Euro pound testing crucial level we discussed earlier today, right? Crucial level, building the lower shadow. Daily close is gonna be very, very important. Let's switch to the hourly. Okay, let's switch to the hourly. Market is trying from the intraday perspective to make the engulf, all right? And as you can see, from intraday perspective, 3 lines, plenty of the demand, and looks like it's working at least for now, okay? At the same time, we have euro dollar trying to hold demand we discussed earlier today, all right? And the pound reacting to the downside after the retest of this aggressive trend line discussed earlier, right? So overall pound sellers around this level, buyers around 36.20, 36.15, and then again around the weekly open we are talking about 35.60. Okay, sellers around the current level. When it comes to the euro dollar, buyers trying to hold this consolidation, and again the low related to the last FOMC meeting, that's the buyers. Sellers around the weekly open. And euro pound, buyers have to fight here, because from the daily chart perspective, if we are going to close below 88.70 and we are going to hold for next 2-3 days below, the next target is immediately 87.50, half of that consolidation, and then bottom of that consolidation 86.80. All right, folks, with that being said, be careful today. There is things going on in the U.S. The House debates rules ahead of the Trump impeachment vote, so there might be some kind of the movement when it comes to the U.S. indices as well as to the dollar. With that being said, guys, I wish you a great New York trading session. All right, don't be trapped, and see you around. Take care and goodbye.